Sports Hub on Oxygen 96.9 FM. And we still have a lot of sports news to discuss today on the program Sports Hub on Oxygen 96.9 FM. What's the first news we should start with? I believe the Arsenal game is still fresh on our minds. It's still fresh on our minds, especially if you're an Arsenal fan. The pain probably still lingers. But me as a non-Arsenal fan, I'm just happy that for the next couple of months, we don't have to watch Arsenal's horrible playing style for the next couple of months. Thankfully. What are you guys' opinions on that?
In my own opinion, I'm going to say this not as a football fan, but also not as an Arsenal fan, but as a football fan. If you have to look at it from the tactical point of view, right? In that particular match, Arsenal limited the PSG so-called world best attack to 0.
What's so-called about it? 2 Champions League back-to-back is not a so-called.
Yeah, but the attack was neutralized now.
They won. What do you mean the attack was neutralized?
Penalties.
They won Champions League back-to-back. And they are talking about...
They won.
Yeah, he's saying that's so-called. Which one is so-called?
Forget the fact that
It's
they
not
have to go
so-called.
to extra
The
time.
fact is that's the best football.
Yeah, trying to
club.
analyze it. Analyze it from the tactical point of view here, right? We have, if you have to look at the knockout games,
There will
right,
always be
there-
an excuse. You will make an excuse for them.
if you have to look at the tactical point of view and the way PSG plays, take a look at their previous matches with Monaco.
Do you mean with the final before the final? Is that what we're talking about?
Okay, let's take a look at
The final before the final.
Let's take a look at
the match that most football lovers consider the actual final.
But that was it. That was a
A
defensive
beautiful
disgrace.
game of football is what
That was a defensive disgrace.
How many goals? 9 goals?
Yeah, first leg.
9 goals.
Yeah, 9 goals.
That is football.
sharing
That's when you're playing football. What's the goal? To score. The more goals are scored, the
will you be
more
happy?
entertaining a game is.
Will you be happy if your team concedes 5?
Of course not.
Uh-huh.
None of those teams
Okay.
conceded 5 goals. What was the scoreline? 5.
5-4 first
5-4.
leg. Bayern Munich
Well,
conceded 5.
Exactly.
It
not
is
the,
entertaining
not
to
the
the
best
neutrals,
team in the
but
world, by the
it
way.
was
What?
The best team in the
horrible.
world only conceded 4 goals.
Okay, the
in that
best
game.
team in the
best
world
team in the world.
conceded
4
4
goals,
goals.
not up to 5, like you were saying.
Isn't that a disgrace?
They scored 5.
But that's a defensive disgrace.
But the football is more than just defending. Football is actually more about scoring. Yes, don't allow
Football-
your opponent to score.
football
Outscore
is
your
football.
opponents.
I agree
Those are
with
like
Debola.
the
The
goals.
football is more than just
Defending. Like football gets boring when all you do is not
Defend.
concede. Like imagine you are watching football and both teams just don't attack. Both teams just decide to sit back. You will not
You
even
get
watch. There's nothing
tired
to
of
watch.
You know that
There's nothing to watch.
You know that it's not only one single way to play football, right?
True.
Yes. These
Multiple ways.
there are multiple ways.
But there are some ways that are more
what's the end goal?
entertaining than others.
Just to win.
Eh.
Yes, the goal is to win.
The
And
goal
which
is
which
to
Arsenal failed to do, by
And
the way.
Exactly.
No, Arsenal didn't fail to win.
Or what did they do?
Penalty.
They failed to win. They
They
drew the
failed
game.
to win.
They
that.
did not win the
Can
game.
you-
They
They
drew
ended
the
up
game
drawing.
and then they had to go to
And were unable
penalties
to
and were unable to
score
win
the
the game.
penalties necessary to win.
Do you know that Canopilla can beat PSG on penalties?
Why do you feel that way?
Penalties is a game of luck.
No, I don't believe
it's not- I
so. It's
don't-
a
I
game of
actually-
skill.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
It's a game of
penalties
skill.
is a thing of skill. If you
Let
know
me
how
take you
to,
back.
skill.
Let me
if
take
you
you
know how
back.
to play penalties,
Let me take you
you
back
would
to
score.
2012, right?
Take us back, please.
The Centurions of Jose Mourinho, right? They recorded 100 points that season.
True.
Yes, and this particular team consists of Angel Di Maria, Cristiano Ronaldo, Gonzalo Higuain, Benzema, Gareth Bale.
A
and
loaded team.
They are fully stacked.
Okay.
They are loaded, right?
Yeah.
That particular season, they had 100 points or over 100 points, and they've scored
101.
over 130 goals that season.
Okay.
But when it comes to penalty, guess who missed? The best player in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay. Now, if you're
And
saying
also
this,
the best defender in the world, what's this? Sergio Ramos.
So you're saying this is to prove what that penalty taking is luck.
It's luck.
Penalty
actually not.
is any
skill.
So here's the thing.
It's
if
skill.
You,
So
if you,
Ronaldo and Ramos lacks the skill.
They lacked.
Yes, they
at
lacked
that
the
moment.
skill.
They lacked the
clearly
skill.
they were
at
not
that
good enough to
moment,
score
they
the
lacked the
penalties
skill.
that they needed to score. Because
What about
here's what's
the
interesting.
goalkeeper brilliance?
Here's what's interesting. Those are the things that teams practice. Penalty shootouts.
Exactly.
You practice it, so it's not luck. You're supposed to get so good at it that you don't
Over
miss.
time.
What that means it doesn't
And-
defeat
and
the fact
if
that
Arsenal's
Kano
goal-
Pillars can beat PSG.
Yes, now if they are better penalty
Exactly.
takers,
If
sure,
they are
why
better
not?
That's
players.
that's
if-
No, but here's the thing: we
There's
don't
nothing
know.
like a
We
better
don't know
player.
if Kano Pillars has better penalty takers than PSG because they've never faced off to play penalties.
Yeah.
Once they do, whichever team wins, we would then say, "Oh,
We'll
the
know.
team that won has better penalty takers." Just
will
as we
know.
now know that PSG has better penalty takers than Arsenal because we've seen that.
I'm emphasizing that this particular thing is luck, not better
Says
than
you.
lucky.
Says exactly.
Says
Says you.
Okay.
Says the people who
Okay,
lost.
let me
Says the Arsenal
let me bring another
fans.
point. Yeah,
Yes,
the best penalty taker in the world is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who
Then,
said so?
debatable.
Who said
then
so?
it's not debatable.
Is that
Who
fact?
said so?
Yeah,
Well,
he has
he has scored the highest
he
number of
he
penalties.
scored the highest number.
How
of
about
penalties.
percentage wise? Did we look at the percentage?
Oh, he scored the
The
most.
misses to scored ratio.
You can't compare someone that plays 6 penalty in his whole career with someone that plays over 100 penalties.
Actually, you can if you just do a percentage.
It doesn't work that way.
Why? Yes, that is math.
If you are talking
It's
about
literal
the
math.
the accurate penalty taker,
No, because you said the
okay,
best.
fine, but the best,
The best is the person who has
the
scored
best,
the most.
the best is calculated with volume,
No, the best is actually
and you have to get
In
a certain
generally.
percentile.
generally the
be
best
able to
is the
calculate
person
the
who
volume.
has who has the best success rate of scoring a penalty.
True.
That's how if you look at all these like websites of gambling and stuff, Joe puts it there. This person's chances of scoring a penalty. Do you get? So like that's what they use. I don't actually know who the best is. Like if you say it's Cristiano Ronaldo, fine. I would like to know what your point is though. Where are you going with that thought?
He missed the penalty.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
what does that mean? He lacks the skill? No.
I
At
just
that particular
At that
point,
moment, he
at
lacked that skill.
at that particular point,
He lacked the skill to get the ball into the net. That moment.
You can also join the conversation. Call us on 0704 7003969 or 0704
Why are you looking at my face?
2969. We
Why
are
are you looking
currently
at my
discussing
face?
Arsenal's unfortunate performance
Sad.
at
Sad.
the recently concluded Champions League game.
Yeah,
competition.
on Saturday.
on Saturday.
Yeah, and they were unable to win in spite of they tried. I would like to say that they gave in their best performance. I do not think
I was actually surprised when I saw that the game ended 1-1.
they did their best.
They did
It
their
was
best.
horrible
because
football,
I was
but, like,
expecting
it was
PSG.
what they had to do,
I was
I guess.
expecting PSG would score more.
No, Arsenal sat back. They just sat in their box. Not even in their
Do you
half,
know
in
that-
their box.
The so-called best defensive team last season met this particular PSG in the final. They got spanked 5-0.
So your point is Arsenal is a better defensive team.
Yes.
Where's the trophy?
Everybody tried to show their
Where's the
trophy.
Where's the
trophy
trophy
to
to
prove-
prove that?
They won
show
Premier
that.
League with it. They won Premier League with it.
Where's-
See,
Premier League is a different competition.
Exactly.
different
Different
People have
ball
been
game
quoting
entirely.
the Ashake song that Premier League is not UEFA.
but let's give kudos to Luis Enrique actually for the fact that he has been able to crack the competition, and I see them dominating this particular competition called Champions League going forward.
Yeah, I believe they are the first to win it 2 times in a row.
No, they are not.
They are not.
No,
Who
they're
else
not.
has won it?
Real Madrid has done it twice. The first,
No, but I mean like in recent years.
yeah,
Yes.
the first era of the Champions League, they won it 5 times in a row from 1960 to 1965.
They were not playing ball then, Jerry.
It's still kick and follow. And during the era of BBC, I mean, Bale, Benzema, and Cristiano, they won it 3 times
In
back
a row.
to back to back, and they won it 4 times in 5 years. So But
Why are you shaking your head there, Debola?
I'm impressed with those stats. But this is clearly like we are seeing a new era where PSG seems to be dominating.
do you know why they
Football
were able
in
to
Europe.
crack it?
Why?
Okay, let me buttress this point. Generally, you are going to say, "Oh, PSG are the best team in the world," and some people go far comparing them to.
When it
the
comes to
likes-
attacking,
I'm still going somewhere, right? Some people go far comparing them with the likes of the legendary Barcelona 2015 MSN. You understand? But if I were to look at the context, right? PSG has one particular thing many teams doesn't have: the luxury of resting their players, because
they have so many.
not only so many,
They have options.
the league itself is, I won't call it weak per se.
It's not as competitive.
It's not
Yes,
as competitive.
I agree with that.
If you are to look at it, can you believe Ousmane Dembele accumulated 1,200 minutes in the league in total this season? We have the highest, the player with the highest number of minutes played this season was Emery, with around barely 3,000 minutes played all competition. Many of them, they are within the range of 2005 and 2000 to 2007 minutes.
Compared to Arsenal players.
Compared to not only Arsenal player, compared to other leagues, Manchester City, majority of their players has over 3 to 4,000 minutes while playing intense football week in, week out. You don't have the luxury to rest, to rotate in Premier League. Southampton will come outside against you and do as if he wants to break bottle on your head, right? You have the likes of Burnley that they wants to shame you.
You know, I'm all of these, right? Not that they're not valid, right? Because you're right. You know, the league that they play in is considered some people call it Farmers League.
Okay, let me still
Yeah.
give you one particular point.
But here's the thing.
McInnes, right,
Right.
only played one Ligue 1 match this season. Only played one Ligue 1 match.
But here's the thing, though. Like for competitions like this, every team is aware of the other team's strengths and weakness.
Yeah.
There's no balance. Do you get
There
not two
shouldn't
teams?
be any excuse.
No two teams are
for-
actually equal. They
Yeah.
go out there knowing that these are this team's weaknesses. Here are the strengths. Here's our own weaknesses. And here's our strengths. And now let's compete. Let's figure out a way to outsmart this other team. Now Arsenal did what they could, which is that they packed the bus,
They majorly concentrate on their own strength, which is
trying
defense,
to score from corners.
which is different. Arsenal were the only team with open play goal.
Let's edit it.
No, but the gameplay. I'm not talking about what eventually happened. You know, football. You were just saying that penalty is a game of luck. Football might as well be a game of luck.
Sure, but
You
they
get what I
know
mean?
how to.
But here's the thing. Yeah, exactly. Just as I was saying about penalties. You can say it's luck, but if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing, right? That's football. But I'm talking now about the tactics that Arteta took into the game. How he took the game to PSG, and that was his game plan to win the Champions League. Just packing the bus, scoring, winning set pieces, sending his tall defenders in there to attack the ball and score. And now Arsenal has actually been able to figure out that tactic. This is something they've done week in, week out in the Premier League. They've had practice, right? This is not the first time that they've employed these tactics to win competitions, to win games, and they tried it against PSG. Unfortunately, it just wasn't good enough.
It's worked,
How?
Not good enough. They didn't win.
but it wasn't enough.
Exactly. It worked,
it
but
worked.
it wasn't good enough. We have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Sorry?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Chiboy from Aja.
Hi, Chiboy from Aja. It's good to hear your voice again this afternoon.
Doing good. Happy New Month.
Happy New Month to you. Were you able to watch the Arsenal game, the Champions League final?
Bro, that match was very... I'm a Chelsea fan though, but
Oh, Blues.
actually, I'm supporting Arsenal to win the final.
Wow. Why?
But though they try, they give it all. You can say unbeaten in the Champions League this season. It's not easy at all.
No, it's not.
But
yeah.
I just want them to win the Champions League. But shameful they couldn't win it. Because I can see during the final, that final, that man against PSG. You know, this their coach, Ateta. You can see they know where like most experience when he gets to the job, like being in the final, the atmosphere, something like that.
Yeah. That
Consider
can also
already
be
40.
considered.
Because Arsenal, you don't expect Arsenal to play a game whereby you'll be playing someone like PSG. You score one goal, then you guys go defensive.
Imagine 6 minutes. Oh.
You can't play that kind of a game against team that do play attack. You understand? So that's why I think that's where they got it wrong.
Yeah, but we hope Ateta will learn from this mistake. Maybe
Sure.
maybe if they are lucky enough to be in another
I actually
finals.
think Ateta is somebody who actually
Yeah,
likes.
yeah.
He learns from his mistakes.
He learns from. He's going
Thank you,
against.
thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling Chidi.
Chiboy.
Chiboy, sorry. If you are to look at who Ateta was going against, he was going against a serial Champions League winner with not only with Barcelona, but with also PSG. This particular team he faced in the Champions League was the one he faced. That was the one in the final last season. The experience is there. The confidence is also there. You have to put all this into a plain perspective. Actually, you have to look at it that way.
Yeah, we do. You know, it's just all of these excuses. You know, where were these excuses when Chelsea managed to beat them?
Okay,
in the World Cup?
let me take you back. I like the fact that you mentioned Chelsea. Yeah? Let me take you back to 2013. Right, Chelsea first world. Chelsea
Going that
first.
far.
No, it is inside the history.
It's
knows where-
inside
it's
history.
going
Let's
Why is
somewhere.
make
going
use
that
of
far?
it.
It's going
Agenda we
somewhere.
know agenda. Agenda we know agenda.
It's going somewhere. Let's
Let's
Oh yeah, go
let's
somewhere.
take
Oh
a
yeah,
look
go
at
somewhere.
let's take a look at Chelsea against
Okay.
Bayern Munich, right? That particular match, Bayern Munich were the favorites, the most obvious favorites. And if you have to look at it, that match, Chelsea got battered
Yeah.
100%. The possession was
Debola, are
like
you listening?
I
64,
want him to finish.
64,
You soon hear the ball.
64,
Just wait
36.
first.
1-1. They went extra time. Chelsea was literally begging for their life.
Hey.
Chelsea first shot on target came in
Debola
the
is finishing
die
you.
minute.
How is he finishing me?
So
Okay.
all these things, right? Can you also believe that Bayern Munich lost that match to Chelsea?
You know why?
Hey.
They won it.
You know,
Chelsea won it,
Let's
and
explain
it
why.
was
Explain why.
it was penalty.
Oh,
Not a game of luck, a game of skill,
skill.
tactics, practice. You know, you can't just wake up one day saying, "Oh, I want to win a competition, I want to win Champions League, I want to win World Club," and not have plans. What happens? What do I do when this team equalizes? What do I do when when they are one goal up? How do I equalize? Okay, I'm one goal up. How do I keep that lead? Or they equalize. Okay, now how do I go back on top? I can't go back on top. Penalties. How do I make sure I win
Okay.
the penalties?
They-
you get
they-
Yeah.
stay active, like
There is
adapt
a-
to situations.
There is a popular
No, not
don't
Arsenal.
sleep. Don't sleep in
Arsenal.
the
Arsenal.
house.
there is
No,
a popular
adapt.
saying. There is a popular saying. Agenda na orphan. Adopt the one way you fit train.
Oh, shit.
Your first shot on target came from the set piece that you are also criticizing. Is that your game plan?
No, see, here's the difference between.
Is that the main
so
game
when,
plan?
when
And
I remember,
it came
you know, the funny
90
thing?
minutes.
I'll tell you what the funniest
What's
thing
the
is.
funniest thing?
When
please?
Chelsea was in our
I mean,
packing,
when
our
Bethany-
bus packing era, when Mourinho was going at, when Mourinho was establishing the game plan that these people would now eventually borrow, when Mourinho was still setting it up, letting people know that this is this is a way to win a football game, because you were saying earlier, everybody has different tactics to win,
Yeah, there is-
and Mourinho realized that it was coaching a team that had people who had very good shots, like they could play shots and
From the outside.
very
like,
accurate on target,
Lampard.
too fast for the keeper to
Yeah,
react. All of those.
exactly.
Now we had a team that had that. We had Didier Drogba, amazing
Very, very
finisher,
strong finisher.
athletic, physical. Yeah, that's the word. A
Physical,
physical forward, right? So now you know your team. You know our defense was probably one of our strongest, points that season.
Yeah.
So obviously it makes sense to look at, okay, this is my team, this is my strength.
Yeah.
I clearly have a very physical team.
Yeah.
So
We
it
will
doesn't make sense for
survive.
Arteta.
No, but looking at Ateta's team, yes, he has kind of built that kind of team as well. There are people like Gabriel,
Saliba.
Rice.
physical players as well, dominant in the air. So
Eberechi.
I can understand that. Oh, let's develop this tactic. And as I was saying earlier, I was actually giving you guys credit. You were able to win the Premier League with it. Now it's not entertaining football,
No.
but I can appreciate the place of wanting to win by any means.
By all costs.
You know, they will say the end justifies the means,
means,
right?
yes.
So when you guys won Premiership, you see everybody congratulated you.
No,
Nobody said
no,
nobody
no.
No,
said.
not everybody.
not
I will
everybody.
be honest.
Well,
not
let me-
everybody
let me speak for myself.
congratulated them.
Let
Arsenal
me
was
speak
still
for myself
receiving
then.
backlash.
Now, all I have said, all I've said concerning you guys winning the Premier League was congrats. It took a long time. It took
22.
packing the bus, all of these things. But
We
at
played
least
beautiful
you were
football, it
able
doesn't
to.
work.
The reason I used to like Arsenal, as much as we trolled them, they did not win, blah blah blah. Arsenal were always. When you're talking about goals of the season, especially
Yeah,
like
Arsenal,
same
yes.
goals of the season where
Yes.
it's like the same work,
Yes,
where it's
no.
like one touch passes.
Abdullah, you know.
tick-
Yeah, I
tick-tack,
know now.
Uh-huh.
tiki-taka
But you prefer the
football.
Arsenal that doesn't win, that can't win trophy.
Because they played entertaining
but they
football.
play entertaining.
Now
Yes.
here's
You
the thing.
prefer the Arsenal that you be
But
able
now
to
that-
troll easily.
No.
Actually, it was.
I Gary Neville,
Let-
Rio
let-
Ferdinand.
let-
We say
let-
men
let's-
versus boys. Oh yeah, now.
Let's
So here's the thing, like it's entertaining, and that's the point of watching football. I believe is to be entertained.
Yes.
Obviously, you want your team to win.
every season
but
I
as long as-
go to my TV to watch entertaining football.
and like I
not
was saying,
to watch tactical.
the end can justify the means,
Yes.
but you do not win. If you were able to win the Champions League with this horrible game of football, now we would all be sad that like football did not win. Arsenal won, but Arsenal won. You guys will now be the ones trolling us that take your fancy football and go and do what you want to do with
Guess
it.
what?
But now you can't say that to us because you didn't win. At the
Guess
end of
what?
the day, that tactic was not
It didn't work.
enough. So now the question to Arsenal, right, or I guess to Arteta is: are you going to keep doing this?
Guess what?
Is the problem now to get better at playing badly, or to change from this horrible way of playing into something perhaps more progressive?
Get better at playing,
Guess what?
badly.
Maybe because they might. I don't
Let
know.
me.
I want to, hear your
to
thoughts.
ask you one thing. Arteta will still do this again.
Hey God,
And
God
he
help
will
us.
win this time around.
God
help
help
us,
us. God
actually.
help us in
You
this
see-
because I cannot believe I want to watch another season of Arsenal just playing corners.
Terrorismo is now the way.
God, Imagine a whole other season of
Corners,
Gabriel
corner
being the
kick,
highest goal scorer.
header.
I mean, it's. I guess if
Terrorismo is
Arsenal
now the
fans
new
are
way
okay
of
with it,
football.
I mean, I don't watch Arsenal matches anymore. Sha. If Arsenal fans are okay with it, I suppose it's okay then. It's like
I
the
only
people
watch
who are
Arsenal
paying the
matches,
money to go and
against my
watch.
team.
I mean, I'm saying people will pay to go to the stadiums to watch it. If they are fine watching, 90 minutes of just defend and playing corners. If they are fine with it, obviously,
Okay.
I can't complain. Do you
Okay.
get?
Okay, let me debunk this narrative. I've been entertaining it for a very, very long
Okay,
time.
please do.
Okay. From what you've been saying, yeah, you said Arsenal is just full of packing the bus this
For big
season.
games, maybe I should
Okay.
be more
For
specific.
big games. Thank you.
For
Thank
games,
you.
for games that they feel that
Thank
is
you.
challenging.
Okay, we have I believe we could remember Arsenal versus Man City this season, early in the season, 1-1 at Emirates Stadium. Guess who packed the bus?
Arsenal.
Huh. See, these are just the narrative flying around.
My guess. Who
Pep
packed-
Guardiola,
Pep packed the bus.
Guardiola
That doesn't sound
packed the
realistic.
bus
What,
with
like-
34 possession throughout the match.
Compared to
He
Arsenal's
sat
20.
extremely
What was
deep.
Arsenal's one against?
Haaland
PSG?
was playing left
22%.
center back.
What was
that
what was
match
Arsenal's possession?
26.
26.
against
26.
PSG.
Almost 10 compared to
Against
this one you're
PSG.
complaining about. She should be ashamed. I feel like Arsenal fans are not they're not shameful enough for me. Like I wish you were
They
more
feel
at
like-
least or shameless, but be
And they're
shameless.
still coming
Do you
out
get,
to
like,
say, at least we did, at least we
I
went
wish
to
you would
the
either be more
final.
shameless or more shameful. Pick one. No, this middle that you're doing. Do you get? Either be shameless and say yes, we are going to pack the bus. What are you going to do about it? Or be shameful and say we're sorry or we packed the bus. You know, maybe next season.
No,
we'll not
I'm
get
still going to one place. I'm still going somewhere. The epitome of good football.
Is what?
Pep Guardiola, the face of good football.
tick tack,
Tiki taka.
Yes.
Joga bonito, play
Yes.
beautiful, you go
Fun.
to position, tap.
PlayStation.
He packed the bus. He packed the bus against Arteta.
And
See-
and what was the result? 1-1.
1-1. See, let me tell you something.
A lesson that
It
Arsenal
is-
could have learned there. Arsenal
it
could have
is-
learned from that experience that maybe parking the bus is not the best.
As
way.
a manager, right, there is something I believe you should be able to do as a manager, right? There is something called flexibility. When things is actually going out of hand for you,
Yeah.
you should be able to spring into action and trigger plan B. Season prior, Pep Guardiola made that same mistake. He came all out against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. He got packed 5-1. Right?
So he learns from that mistake.
He learnt from that mistake.
Now-
And I didn't fault him for packing the bus against us.
Not do I, honestly.
It is natural.
And
If you are facing
immovable object.
an overwhelming force, you just have to package yourself.
You
not to
manage,
get
you manage
harmed.
the situation.
He managed it well. So if you are to look at PSG now, PSG are they are unstoppable
Yeah,
force.
if you guys played any differently, you would have
You are-
lost more terribly.
But you
but-
are now saying what you want. You want Arsenal to lose terribly, but it
Because it is more interesting. It's more entertaining.
This is what you
5-0,
want.
4-1.
This is what you want.
You know, imagine if that match ended 4-1. Now, obviously, it's probably more painful for the Arsenal fans. But guess what? We would see highlights. The highlights will be
Bam.
interesting.
Bam.
You get- maybe there will be bicycle kick goal.
You are just saying what
You
you
get-
want.
but like, I just feel like football is more entertaining this way. Obviously, like, I would, if you, like I said, if you guys had won it with that, we would all still clap that. Wow, they tried. You know, it's not. You guys did not win Champions League in one day, in not one match. You've played a couple matches. Some matches that you guys came all out. Some matches packed bus. You get like it's football. We have to still credit you for winning. But when you now do a tactic that is like questionable, people already have question marks around this particular tactic that you chose, and then you still lose. Now that's the
You know that
Max
even
one,
on
you
everything.
know that you are saying
You
you
still
still
lost.
lose, you still lost. Okay, fair. You know that Arsenal is still unbeaten because penalty is not part of a 120 minutes game.
It's unbeaten. Okay, now
Arsenal is still
where's your
Okay.
trophy for?
although we lost,
You know that's what
although
I was
Arsenal
saying.
lost, but
Where's
we
the
still-
unbeaten trophy?
Where's the trophy
where's
to
the-
prove?
they
Where's
go
the trophy
again
to
next
show?
season. They go
Where's
again
the
next
trophy?
Well,
No, this season,
well,
where's the trophy
that's
to
that's
show?
all we have time for the Arsenal news. Let's go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will move on to other sports news for you right here on the Sports Urban Oxygen 96.9.
Back, guys. Thank you for staying with us. It's still Sports Hub here with Folayegbe and Abdul Karim. We have Debola here with us today,
Yes, sir.
causing trouble. He's causing trouble
The
now.
damage that Arsenal has done is enough. That's why I'm here. They've done enough damage to football. It's my beautiful, beautiful sport. My favorite sport. See how Arsenal has bastardized.
Let's keep it.
What do you have to tell us today, Abdul?
James Milner retires.
Hey.
James Milner has finally retired from
You sound really happy about this.
not really happy, but at the same
He's
time,
old now.
the time is here already. You
can't-
should have done that since like
True.
4 or 5 years ago, but
True,
yeah,
actually.
I think he was aiming for one particular record, player with the most Premier League appearance in the history with 935
Wow.
Premier League appearance, and he has been able to perform amazingly as a Premier League player and also as a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend for sure.
He
Yeah.
won Premier League with Manchester City and also with Liverpool.
Yeah, I did.
Started from his days at Hull City, different transfer. No, and this particular player started as a winger before being converted to a midfielder at Liverpool, and at some point he became
Defender.
an utility player. right back, left back, CDM.
You can play anywhere on the pitch.
Some cases false 9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
No, like we need to give credit to the Man City coach for being able to really utilize Milner in that way.
And also jogging club to be able to bring the
Yeah.
best out
Out
of
of
jogging,
him.
because I remember
That's where he started to shine, actually, yeah.
the 98 points Liverpool then. If Milner is breathing behind you and you are with the boss, just give him the ball. No, that gang press, just give him the ball. I'm sorry.
Very effective.
Very effective.
And he was able to actually bring the best out of his teammates too.
Yeah.
He
When
was a
Milner is
mature.
on
He
the
was a mature.
field.
He was a mature captain.
He was a mature.
He was
captain.
able to make them behave.
Rally the
There
troops.
is this particular performance that he does have in the training that even till his last days in Liverpool, they still commend him.
Yeah.
There is this training they call a hot run, or what is it, hot run, that they are going to sprint full lap, I think 10 times or so. Milner is the only one that usually completes that particular training every year.
Discipline.
Older, and he will be
year.
older than all the other players.
Yeah.
He's the oldest. The energy is there. He's always
The
running.
endurance, yes.
He's always running.
Yeah, exactly. I remember Milner for that. He's always always on his toes.
Always running.
everywhere.
Always running. Then I didn't understand what he was doing then. I used to wonder, like, this guy, he's just always like, if he's not on that other side of the
Allah
field,
catch you
he'll
first.
be
And
he'll
you
be
know what reminds me of him is Kante. Kante seems to have imbibed that level of
Milner
press.
is more of like an English country. That is during his time.
yes.
Yeah,
During
I
that
think he even started that, like that style of play.
Yeah.
Of being someone who is always pressing.
Always on.
Always
the run,
pressing. Like you
always
cannot have the ball and be comfortable in the midfield when Milner is there.
And
Pass.
there's something about Milner. There's
Pass.
something about Milner. Don't allow him close to your box.
Yeah, because that guy can shoot.
No. Pop. He will pop your keeper.
Keepers have to be watchful.
Definitely.
Stay sharp. Milner is
Stay
coming.
sharp.
Milner is
Milner is
coming
coming.
sharp.
And if
Otherwise,
he kicks
you
the
just
ball,
you just hear that net shake.
Pow.
That is just a shaking. You'll be
Pow.
wondering what
What
happened.
come on. Whenever he plays penalty, I'm like, Milner, calm down.
And you said
Milner,
his
calm
luck.
down.
And you said his luck.
Milner, calm
It's
down.
not, some people know what they are
Nah,
doing.
net, no worry.
No be human being now.
Nah, net.
Just net.
Calm down.
Like say that's enough offender before. That guy could play a shot. But yeah, we're also looking at, like, currently there are lots of like activities going on in the transfer market.
Yeah.
The windows have not opened yet, but we're already
Till next
hearing
month.
rumors. We're hearing
Rumors and sealed
people making
deal.
We're
offers.
hearing rumors. Osimhen.
Osimhen is hot cake right now.
Yeah.
Did you see me move?
I don't know. That's the thing. Me, I'm a Chelsea fan, so
Who is
I'm
ready
hoping.
to buy him?
You're
Yeah, that
hoping.
price is a
That
lot.
price is staggering. And also, Anthony Gordon has been announced as the newest Barcelona player. Anthony Gordon has been announced as the newest Barcelona player. And if you are to look into that deal, he was bought 70 million pounds, but this particular deal has been amortized for like 5 years or so. They pay instrumentally. Ntaka Blue Boys, they pay they are going to pay instrumentally for years. But this particular deal now make me ask this particular question: why can't Barcelona afford Marcus Rashford? What's going on?
Wait, so what's the plan with Rashford? Is he going to still
Rashford
be there on
Maybe
loan?
they are feeling
No, wait,
if
is he
they
still
buy
there on
him,
loan?
if they buy him, he's now going to become. He's not going to perform. He's not going to produce.
I don't see that because like he's playing okay. Like
You
he's
know,
not
there
playing
are
at his
times
best
when
currently.
some clubs borrow a player, the player shows their best.
But is he even showing
But
his
when-
best? That's the question to
But
ask. Is
when-
he even really showing his? He has scored a couple goals. I saw that free kick he scored. Very nice goal. He has scored a few goals that are like, okay, this is a striker that we can
Yeah.
rely on
Yes.
someday. But
Yes.
I feel like maybe they are still not convinced fully that
That's-
this is
that's
the-
it. They're
For
not
for a
convinced.
team broke, for a team as broke as Barca, should they have a choice?
They can buy other players now. See, they've bought this.
They are
Newcastle
currently
now.
talking about
Gordon.
Julian Alvarez, right? And
Now, can they afford Alvarez?
Uh,
But I don't know.
They
and
cannot
that
afford
particular
Rashford, but they
move
can afford
and
him.
that particular move really make this team Atletico Madrid furious, because they were thinking that this is a disrespect. They didn't approach Alvarez the proper way, because if you want to buy a player, right, you have to approach
The
the
club.
team,
The team,
the
yeah.
club first, and go through the normal procedure. But for Alvarez case,
They went behind.
they went behind, communicate with the agency and the player,
They're by
which
trying to
was-
save money.
which was against the rule.
Maybe.
Then they were now trying to tell Atletico that, okay, this is 100 million, yeah, take, give me that boy. You understand? So Atletico feel disrespected with that particular move, although it might later work
Yeah,
out.
it might still work out. Like I said,
But-
we're still in the early stages of the transfer market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't know what's happening yet.
And but what do you guys think about 150 million for Osimhen? Because that's how much Galatasaray are asking for.
Well,
For me, Osimhen doesn't work 150.
No, I agree.
I
But
agree.
I also feel that
that's
Chelsea
what I wanted to say.
Chelsea really wants him, and that's what they are taking advantage of. They know that Chelsea really wants this player, so they are putting a high price on him.
Why won't you want him when you have Liam Delap as your striker?
Yeah, that was a terrible choice.
Come
I don't know
on, man.
who was behind.
Come on, man.
I feel like there was a bit
Oh my
of
goodness.
fraud.
Arsenal,
involved.
Chelsea, both of you.
I feel like there
This
was
is
a
fun
bit of
today.
fraud involved in that particular
Liam
sale.
Delap. Come on, man. Come on. So they
Oh
sense
my
that
goodness.
they sense that hunger
Yeah.
for A9, and Galatasaray are fully they are fully ready
They
to
want to
capitalize.
make
They
bank.
want to milk it. They want to, and they want to sell for a profit.
Okay, another question. Do you think Osimhen even wants to play for Chelsea? Because I feel the player
I
has
actually
a
feel
say.
a lot of times, players want to come to.
Let me give you
Premier League.
some
Because the reason I
instances.
ask is because if you want to play for Chelsea, if you want to play for a club that is approaching your team,
Yeah.
there's a way you address the team that the price will not be as high as this. Now, when the price is this high, it always makes me feel like that player doesn't even really want to go. That's just how I feel.
You know, this Osimhen Chelsea saga is not this season matter. It has been happening
Yeah,
for
we've
like
been
2
trying to
seasons
get
now.
Osimhen for a while.
And
Even before he went to Galatasaray.
Osimhen actually,
We had
before
tried.
he became a superstar, he publicly declared his love for Chelsea as a team, right? And he offered himself to Chelsea multiple times, but Chelsea, I don't really know the full details. I was seeing different rumors that they are offering him penny, and
Yeah, he has
wasn't-
always complained that Chelsea are not giving him enough money.
It wasn't
So
good
now you know
enough.
50 million they
Uh-huh.
want is not
So
even right.
he almost joined Chelsea last season.
Yeah, he said the money that they were offered was not enough.
It's not enough.
So,
But now that I'm seeing how
and
much
Chelsea
he's
decided
no,
to
but here's the
go
thing.
for
Now that I'm
Liam Delap.
seeing how much they are asking for, it's starting to feel like it's Osimhen Gongon that doesn't want to come. Because why would you say the money they're asking for is not enough, and now the money you're not when we now is like, oh yeah, how much do you want? You're not saying 150
You see
million.
that 150. You see that 150. It's not for Osimhen.
It's not for Osimhen.
It's for the club.
Sure, but you did get
What
like, the
is
player
for
should
Osimhen?
have.
What is for Osimhen is the salary, the wages,
Yeah.
the weekly bonuses, and the incentive that comes with it. You understand? For a country that heavily tax,
No, but
like
look,
Britain,
bro.
you
Have
understand?
you played Football Manager? All these simulation
I do,
games.
I do.
When
I
you
do.
spend this amount of money on buying a player, it's not going to affect the salary you're giving him.
Sure.
Okay,
But
so
do you know that Chelsea has a pattern of payment system for this thing for their players? Take a look at Enzo. Enzo was bought how much? 105 million, isn't it? 105 million. Enzo was bought 105 million. And how much is his weekly
His salary.
salary? barely up to 100.
That's someone who clearly wants to play for the club.
You understand?
Unlike
so
Osimhen,
these are
who-
just negotiation.
Yeah.
The figure, the value itself, the figure itself, it's for the team.
Mm-hmm.
But the bonus and packages and
It's for the
the
player.
image rights is for the player, right? So these are what I feel that it is attached to it. But hopefully, if Osimhen comes, come on, we are going to have a.
We're going to win the
Few
Premier League.
Huh?
Just
Yeah.
say what you. I thought that's what you wanted to say.
Okay.
Let's not be too hopeful.
But
yet, though.
speaking about Chelsea, there's also this news about Mark Cucurella planning to leave. Have you guys been seeing that news? So they're saying that he's been saying that he's willing to leave, and Barcelona and Real Madrid are already bidding for him.
Sure.
So
one of
perhaps
the best left back
in the world for
Yeah.
sure.
So-
Look at coming from an Arsenal fan,
I acknowledge a good
it
player.
must be true.
I acknowledge a good player. If I see a good player, I
Don't milk
acknowledge
it now.
All right, who else do we know that is being bidded for trying to leave their club?
I could see that it has been announced that Adoni Iraola is now the new manager of Liverpool FC.
Yes, true.
And also Arne
Replacing
Slot
Slot.
that won them the 2024-2025 Premier Leagues has been sacked due to terrible performance this season.
What what are your hopes for this new Liverpool coach? Do you believe that Iraola, that's his name, Iraola? Do you believe Iraola will perform well with the Liverpool team?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
Iraola is a fantastic coach. I saw him coach at Bournemouth, and he took them to Europe for a team
A first for Bournemouth.
for a team like Bournemouth. Come on, it's a huge feat. And he's also from this Spanish school of thought alongside Mikel Arteta and also Xabi Alonso with him also. That is making them three, the Sebastian Spanish school of thought. So I believe he can actually do better. He can do better. And
And
I see him performing with Liverpool. If Liverpool players could quickly understand his tactics and play the way he wants, he plays front foot aggressive football, and yeah,
Okay,
I believe he can do it.
I have one more question. What do you think that Liverpool needs to change their squad, because they seem to have lost a bit of momentum. Salah cannot carry them alone.
Salah
anymore.
is gone. Salah has did
Gone,
his
okay.
farewell.
Wait, is he retiring?
No,
No.
farewell.
Left the club.
Left the club on a free transfer.
Okay.
His contract has come to an end. I think the club is currently going through
Some shaking.
overhauling session, right? They are trying to do a squad overhaul, and also Salah, with the likes of Salah gone and some other players too about to follow him. Come on. And they are going to invest this season into the transfer market. So I see him performing. I see the players gelling together and understanding each other. So that's it.
Okay, another time for football. Now we're going to talk more on the Roland Garros that is going on right now. Like the tennis, that's tennis for those of us in little English. Roland Garros, the lawn tennis on clay, and they've been having issues of heat waves, some of their players
Heat
having
stroke.
heat stroke and all. So the world number one being out already. It was shocking when
touch everybody.
it was shocking when Sinner was out, and because he had to be complaining that he was dizzy while playing. So some of those things, I feel the Roland Garros has to maybe put some, should I say, canopies in their courts, so that their players will be able to play without being under the sun. Because
I mean, I've always imagined indoor tennis. I've always wondered why we don't have indoor tennis competitions. But yeah, Why not? Why not? Maybe one day we'll even play football inside indoors too.
We are not running. We'll watch.
But
You
yeah,
can-
it's
you can-
definitely something fun to look forward to. See how they handle that.
Yeah, sure.
Each
You
stroke.
can see how they handle that, and they can take an example from country like Qatar. Although it is going to cost them lots of money, but at the same time, if they can heavily invest
Yeah.
in the sport, if you are to look at it, Qatar World Cup 2022, they did something similar due to the temperature.
Yeah.
Installed AC into in the stadiums and make it cooler. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So if something like this can be done to reduce the heat wave, come on,
Yeah.
it would be nice.
I mean, the athletes will definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do we still have time for any more stories, or is that
Zverev is playing right now and he's leading
wow?
Alexander Zverev.
Amazing, amazing.
He has not seen me all these years. I mean, it's not fair. Zverev, wherever you are,
Please find Fola.
please.
She's on
Please,
social media. What's your
find
social
me.
media? Find her on social media at fola.com.
Really. So hopefully he'll be the one to go to the next
We'll
phase.
see about that. That is unfortunately all the time we have for today on the Sports Hub on Oxygen 96.9 FM. Do join us again at the next time we come back on Saturday at
2 to 4.
between 2 to 4. You can catch up on all the latest sport news right here on Oxygen 96.9 FM.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye.